So my name is Brian Gonzalez, and this is Anatomy and Physiology. So I'm kind of just gonna go like overview of the skin and appendages. I feel like the skin is it's the largest organ of the body. It does have like a protective barrier between the internal body and the external body. I have a picture of the. Let's see. Well, the main layers of the skin, so non-labeled. So just like a little overview, I feel like the layers of the skin, there's three main ones. The main ones are going to be the epidermis, it's going to be the dermis, and the subcutaneous tissue, I believe. Um, so a little overview of the epidermis. I feel like the structure, um, I feel like it's mainly just has like the blood vessels, relies on like the diffusion of the underlining dermis. The functions provide like protective barrier for the skin, prevents water loss, and then I guess it also goes against like the UV rays. The second portion would be the dermis. I feel like the structure is that it's like the middle. Let me go back to the picture. It's going to be this middle layer is going to be like the dermis part. So basically, that's the thicker middle layer of the connective tissue, I believe. I know it contains the blood vessels. It also the nerves, the hair follicles, glands, sweats. It basically just provides like mechanical strength and elasticity. It helps with the nutrients for the epidermis. I believe it does house the what is it? The sensory receptors. It just basically like defects our yeah, well, I guess defect pain and temperature, so it keeps everything like regulated through the body. The sweat glands. The third one would be the subcutaneous tissue, I think it is called. That one just is like a retainer. It just like helps with like the body heat in the body, and that's gonna be the last, like the very bottom layer. I can go back to the picture. So basically, it's just going to be the bottom layer down here that it is. So it, yes, like I said, it helps with the heat. It also provides like a cushioning to protect underlining like structures of things. It stores energy from fat, so that's a good thing that helps. Some of the so going back to like the skin appendages, I feel like it does protect against the UV radiation and insulation. That goes for the hair, nails, subcutaneous glands, and sweat glands, I believe. So like the nails, it would protect the fingertips and toes, I guess from like grasping objects. The subcutaneous gland would be, I guess secretes like, it's like a lubrication kind of, it's like waterproof for the skin. The sweat glands, it pretty much just helps by cooling the body, like I guess through like evaporation, stuff like that. And then I'm gonna give you one of the skin diseases. The one that I chose was, it's a little hard to pronounce, the psoriasis, I believe it's called. It's basically just like a chronic skin condition. It's like a rapid like buildup of like skin cells. Let me see. It's like the skin surfaces. It's just most oftentimes it's red around those scales. Like I feel like some of the structures would just be like trying to think. Well, I guess if you'll know if you have something similar to it, because some of the symptoms, like I feel like would be red patches of the skin. I guess it would have kind of like a silvery, like scale look to it. You would be dry, cracked, also maybe bleeding, just like very dry skin all around. It could be itching. In some cases, I think it does also like burn, and you could be a little bit sore from it. Um, and especially around the nails too. They said it could be like a thickening or like ridged nails. Like that's another way that you would be able to like tell. But that's my overview of the 3 common layers of the skin. So thank you.